Next topic we are going to discuss is sepsis, right? From the word, like you heard about sepsis. Sepsis. Nice. Right? From UTI, from meningitis, right? From pneumonia, right? Whatever we have learned here, all the infectious diseases, everything, if you don't treat it, it will lead to what? Increased multiplication of bacteria, the causative organism, and that can cause you what? Sepsis. Purulent, bad smelling, yellow discharge will come out. To diagnose this, we use a criteria called SIRS criteria. Remember the criteria? SIRS, and mnemonics, SIRS criteria. You can remember like this itself. S4, like temperature variation, severe temperature. Temperature more than how much? Yeah, 38 degrees Celsius, or it is less than 36 degrees. That is like hyperthermia can occur because of severe sepsis, or it can be hypothermia. So that is one of the characteristic of, or like marking scheme for what? To diagnose sepsis. I4, the problem with the respiration, inspiration, you can remember like that. Respiratory rate, it will be more than 20. Right? Or, yeah, that you can remember like that. Then again, R4, again heart rate more than 90, right? Then S4 again, change in WBC, variation. WBC sometimes can be more than 12 or it can be less than 4, like there is leukocytosis or leukopenia. Out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, if 2 out of 4 is positive, 2 out of 4 like positive, you can call the patient got sepsis. At least person is a diagnostic criteria. Out of these 4 features, if 2 are positive, they have what? Sepsis. Now this sepsis affect our organs, the organ systems, the organs, like gradually you will have damage. If our brain is damaged, you will go Majnoon Pagal, we will have altered mental status, right? If our liver is damaged, all the liver function test, LFT will be what? Increased. If your kidney is damaged, sure, what will be more? Kidney failure. You will see creatinine more. In the blood, creatinine will be more. Blood urea nitrogen will be also what? More. Right? Brain, main organ, liver, kidney. If heart failure occur, what will happen? Right? Decreased cardiac output, that will cause you what? Hypotension. So brain will be affected, liver will be affected, kidney will be affected, and what? Heart will be affected, as well as what also will be affected? Lungs also will be affected because of what? Sepsis. So what will happen? So you will have non-cardiogenic, that is specifically no, because of cardiogenic reason we can have edema. Here it is would be non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema. Patient will have, because all these are complication happening because bacteria multiplying in the sepsis. We can classify the sepsis clinically, like someone have mild sepsis. Mild means, as I told you, a patient is having 2 out of 4 is positive, no other big features, that is called mild. If someone have severe sepsis, my God, severe sepsis, he have already what? This sepsis positive, and they can see a source there. They can see a source. Source can be like from, as I told you, can be from meningitis, can be from pneumonia, can be from UTI, can be from any other thing. There will be a source, right? Then what we have something called septic shock, right? Septic shock itself. Here you will have sepsis. That is sepsis positive, I mean here they are SIRS positive. 2 out of 4 is positive, SIRS positive. Along with, they will have more than or equal to 1 organ also damaged here. 1 organ also damaged. But the priority here, they are responsive to what? Responsive to fluid therapy. So we have mild, severe, and then like we can say like septic shock. Then next one, there will be like multiple septic shock. Multiple septic shock. Like both the septic shock person and multiple septic shock person, that must be treated in where ICU, intensive care unit. I'm sorry, there is a small correction here. Once again, we classified mild sepsis. They are SARS positive, just a SARS positive. I forgot to add, this must be like moderate sepsis. Sorry, this must be what? Moderate sepsis. They are separate sepsis positive, and then they have exposed. Then I can call test, there is someone is having before septic shock severe sepsis. So severe sepsis means they will have sepsis and one organ damaged, not more than one. You can remember one organ is damaged, and they are responsive to what? Fluid therapy. Then there is something called septic shock. That is very important. That is a exam question. Septic shock. Here you will have SARS positive along with more than one organ, maybe 2 organ or 3 organ. That is like multi-organ. But in septic shock or multiple septic shock, they are non-responsive to fluid therapy. Once again, sorry, I think you got it. We classify into mild, moderate, severe, and septic shock. When you take the patient to ICU, whenever they have like this must be treated in intensive care unit. Till here we can like manage them, right? Even from severe sepsis, you give them fluid, like this patient will be admitted. So you escalate the patient casualty, then you check from the hospital, then you take them to ICU, you give the fluid. If they are responding, you can shift them again. But after that, if they are not responding to IV fluid, they will be admitted and monitored inside where? ICU. That is called what? Sepsis. Anyhow, if someone has severe sepsis or septic shock, sure you will be treating them. How you treat them and what is the target we need, right? So treatment goal, we have a management goal. A person have severe sepsis, we must need a management goal there. Management goal, right? Like target, we'll check the central venous pressure. CVP, it must be more than how much? More than 10 to 12. Like you have to make sure you make that constant. And the urine output, you have to make sure they are urinating at least 0.5 cc per kg per hour to make sure kidney is perfused, right? Then what you have to check? Yeah, they should have mean arterial pressure. MAP means what? Mean arterial pressure. You have to maintain a mean arterial pressure more than or equal to 60 millimeter mercury. Then you have to maintain a oxygen saturation, central oxygen saturation more than or equal to 70. So this must be our target goal. In the ICU, you have to check every time whether the patient is responding to our treatment. From severe sepsis, he will be in ICU, right? Then he will go to septic shock or multi-organ failure, like disaster. Maybe patient can die even. So once again, the therapy or the treatment goal include, you will give first thing is even IV fluids, right? You have to give them antibiotic, give to increase the blood pressure. Hypotension, give vasopressor. Right? So once again, you will give them enough IV fluids, then antibiotic and vasopressor. Then sometime in some patient, this sepsis is coming from the source. So remove the source actually. Remove the source means, one is we are treating what infection they are having. Otherwise, some people in the hospital, they will be with IV cannula or catheter or some other thing. These all are foreign body. They can again cause bacteria to come. To make sure, in order to not to spread this sepsis again, we can remove like the source, the infection we are treating. We are giving already antibiotic along with, make sure they have no other foreign particle in their body. So that's all about sepsis. Thank you.